Welcome, everybody, to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party. If you haven't seen our show before, it's a rock and roll dance party. You're going to have a good time. I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening tonight, but first let me introduce everybody. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer, Sleaze Grinder. And this, all around me, is the last gang in town. To my right, there she is, everybody. It's America's showgirl. It's Elsa Riot. Can we get a look at those shoes? Is that possible? Is that?
Right,
oh my God! Look at those things. Those are like.
I would surely be dead in those things.
I'm praying. I'm still
Did
praying.
you do a jumping jack in those?
I don't want to risk that.
We won't make you that.
My ankles are too important for that.
To my right, there she is, everybody. The Chachi to my Fonz, the Jesse to my Walter. It's Stacy DC, everybody. You're both very sparkly tonight.
Yes, sure are. Wow.
And to my other left, there they are, everybody. It's the Kings of the Nighttime World. It's the Black Leather Lagoon. Something's a little different about the Black Leather Lagoon tonight.
I feel like I've almost every week recently.
Something
different.
Something.
Like last week they weren't here at all.
Yeah. Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Savage.
Yeah, that guy.
Honestly, I've been forgetting to come all these weeks.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh.
So,
He was here the very
he was. It's right. It's our old pal Paul Yu, who was in the original.
brand for this show. That makes sense.
He was in the original version of the Black Leather Lagoon.
He just keeps missing all our practices.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, he's been out for 2 years, but he's back. Also, before we get to what's on tonight, let's all congratulate ourselves because we did in fact win Best Live Show once again at the Somerville Media Center Awards.
Really, the award just confirmed what we already knew.
Right. We got what we deserved, and that's that.
Yeah.
I heard there's some hot video coming out of us getting on stage and doing our little speech and getting off stage and all that. So we'll look
I
for
don't
that.
remember any of it.
It was pretty fun.
I think I definitely like live streamed on my Instagram for like 30 minutes, so we still have
you
all
did.
that,
Good.
including the part where somebody came backstage and told us to like be cool because there were nuns in the audience.
There were nuns. It was a whole weird thing. Did that really happen?
Yeah, I have it on video. I swear to God.
A good portion of it really happened.
Yeah.
And also let's congratulate Justin because the gala had their record release party since last time we saw, and it was a sold out show.
So good.
We were
Also
all,
a dope night.
we were all there, and it was a great little.
I don't
reunion.
remember that either.
But on to tonight, some incredible rock and roll. The Thigh Scrapers are here tonight.
I'm so mad. I
Let's
forgot
take-
to wear my sexy thigh highs. It was gonna be my one night to do that.
I'm waiting for them to show a
What's wrong
picture.
with next
I'm waiting for you to show us that. There they are. There they are.
Oh,
The
they look great.
Thigh Scrapers. Also, Adrian Morse is here to make everybody laugh.
Yes.
Everybody likes some laughs. And an authentic Salem witch, Paige Z, is here. And guess what's going to happen? She's going to turn, hopefully.
We're gonna have a seance.
No, we're going to have she's going to cast a spell, and she's going to turn our 14-year-old intern, Rui, hopefully, into a toad. She's going to do her best.
Oh, I'm
She's
gonna
gonna try
miss
her best.
Rui then.
I figure, 14-year-old toad, he can always figure it out. Hey, Rui, come on over here. Let's take a look at Rui for maybe the last time.
Oh,
Rui.
There he
such
is.
a sweet face, such a sweet little face.
Oh, it's gonna be
Black
green and
Betty.
scaly
Miss
before the
you.
night's over. All right, go back over there, buddy.
if the thing.
If it works,
yeah,
we don't know.
And if it does work, then like the thing about maybe kissing the frog to turn him back into a handsome 14-year-old will also work.
Oh,
No ghost.
Oh yeah, no, that was a joke.
I don't know how any of it'll work, but we'll find out. But first, let's get to some rock and roll. We'll start the night off with a little rock and roll, and then we'll get even crazier from there. Here there, everybody! It's the Thigh Scrapers!
Has a party, you know, she's ready and ready to go, go, go. She up, shoes off on the couch with the grass under the say, no, no, no. what's on the radio. That's right. Everybody's all night closing in. It's all right now. We're setting it ready to roll. Eat up shoes on the couch with the rest. I just have to say, I'm here down the bed, shit keeps down. She's the greatest girl I'll ever know. She's all I know. Six in the crime right now. I'm ready to rock and roll. Shut your mouth, I don't need to go. Now they got Bowie on the radio. That's right. Catch that fire, catch that heat. Give me chance, stay out of the heat. Don't get lost and don't get burned. We can stay together if you wanna learn. Don't get lost. That fucking time, knock me out of my seat. Count me out, I don't need to go. Now they got the Stones on the radio. That's right. On the radio. 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 Work my hip off, couldn't work anymore. Put my foot down, had to open the door. Now the time is right, can't wait anymore. Now the time is right, now the time is right. I don't wanna hear your Sunday blues. I'm the one who's gonna give the news. Lying, you're doing it all the time. Conniving, I'm gonna take what's mine. Not stand a case of my time. Get to play what I want. You weren't thinking of crime. The time is right. Can't wait anymore. Now the time is right. Now the time is right. I don't wanna hear your Sunday blues. I'm the one who's gonna give it. Lying, doing it all the time. Conniving, I'm gonna take what's mine. I don't wanna hear your Sunday blues. I'm the one who's gonna give the blues. Lying, doing it all the time. Conniving, I'm gonna take what's mine. Lying, doing it all the time. Conniving, I'm gonna take what's mine. Doing it all the time. I'm gonna take what's mine. Doing it all the time.
The Thigh Scrapers! Incredible. What a display of rock and roll. Hey, Thigh Scrapers, come on over here and we'll talk a little bit. We'll get to know the Thigh Scrapers.
Here.
Oh,
There's
hey.
more room on the couch for the guests. I've been thinking about this a lot.
Really? Oh, that's so
Nice.
nice of you.
Nice of me.
It's really nice of you.
Or
All
I don't know.
right, come on over here, Thigh Scrapers. They have a new record. Come on, guys. There's always room on the couch for a Thigh Scraper or 3 or 4.
Come on in. in,
Come on, here we go. Everybody in.
Everyone's
Everybody.
afraid to sit on the couch.
Everybody's
I honestly
crazy.
thought it was me, but now I know.
No, it's because everybody's afraid that it's gonna.
Next to you, you kidding me?
It's everybody's afraid it's gonna collapse.
The real MVP.
All right, here we go, everybody. This is the incredible band, the Thigh Scrapers. The first thing we'll do is we'll introduce everybody. So we'll get names, and what do you want to know as well as names today?
Let's go with your Zodiac sign so Paige can figure it out later.
Okay, here we go. Name and Zodiac
And
sign.
something you know about it.
Joe, and I'm a Virgo.
What do you know about Virgo?
Me too,
I know
buddy.
nothing. It's a naked lady. That's about all I know.
That's pretty dope. Mine's a fish, so.
Astrology is
Hey,
nonsense, so
you're
it doesn't
good.
really make a
That's all you
difference.
need to
All right,
know.
let's continue.
I'm Brian Young. I sing, and my sign is the Ram.
Oh, the Ram. Okay, he's Aries.
Wow.
Aries.
Do you know anything about the
Very
Aries
appropriate.
folk?
Huh?
Very appropriate. Right?
It
Yeah,
means
but she's asking
Any
me something.
Aries wisdom?
doesn't it
Don't
mean
play with matches.
doesn't it mean that it's almost your birthday?
No, it
Yeah, it
was.
is.
Oh,
No,
wait.
it's
Okay,
coming
I
up.
don't know anything.
It's the end of March, beginning of.
There you go. That's exactly right. All right,
Happy
continue.
birthday.
Continue. I'm Drew also, and I'm also a Virgo.
Wow.
Oh my God, me too.
We just call him Norton.
J. Christopher James, and I'm a Libra.
Wow.
Everyone knows their sign, and that's about it. Point proven.
You actually scared me for a second. I'm going, what is a Zodiac sign?
Yeah, really. So the Thigh Scrapers have a new record, right?
Look
This
at that
is
Well,
it.
EP,
sexy-
yes.
It's an EP, which means that stands for extended play, everybody, and that is it's more than a single, less than an album. That's what it is, and it's just called the Thigh Scrapers.
That's a nice photo, I must say. Is that one of you?
Yeah. Who is
Yeah, I
on it?
posed for that.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah.
It's actually a famous Japanese photographer.
Oh, is it
called
really?
Daido Moriyama.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried to pay him royalties, but there was a language barrier.
So
Full of crap.
and then there's a cool band picture on the back, and they got 3 songs here on the radio, which we heard, right?
Yep.
Time is right, what you heard.
The Time Is Right,
Yeah, we're
which we
going in
heard,
order.
and then later on we might hear a little bit of Shatter. So what do you guys want to say about these songs? What are they about? What is on the radio about? Tell us what it's about.
It's about hearing yourself on the radio.
That's
and
exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff.
It's kind of about someone hanging out and the girlfriend's getting ready for a party, and
Yeah.
he's like into the music that he's playing, and he doesn't really want to
Go.
join her, but she hits him with
Kind
a.
of about that, or it's exactly.
That
Yeah.
sounds like it's exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, it's today. It turns out on this very date is the first day of spring. Everybody.
Happy equinox.
And that's exciting news because we get to do all the things now, the spring things that we couldn't do before. So I wonder, the Thigh Scrapers really look to me,
Yeah.
Stacy, like
Spring.
they look like a spring band to me.
Yeah,
So
you
I
really
wonder.
blossomed.
We have sprung.
Yeah, you have sprung. So give me some
How
things.
do you guys get sprung?
Yeah, let's give us some things that the Thigh Scrapers might do now that we've got some warm weather.
What's that now?
What might you do now that it's warm out? What sort of outdoor activities are we looking at with the Thigh Scrapers?
Parasailing.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Motorcycles.
I do
all
it
the way,
down.
motorcycles
Do
all
it down
way,
the beaches
can't wait.
off Situate.
You all ride motorcycles?
Yeah, I
I
do.
ride motorcycles.
Yeah, we all
Jesus, you're not a bunch of phony balonies. Nice.
No, we're a real rock and roll band.
I want to talk about the band name for a minute, if I can. Thigh Scrapers.
Wow, let's get into that.
Yeah, I feel like it can mean different things to different people.
I think it means really long legs with thigh highs on them.
Is that what you think it means?
Pretty much.
Does it?
Do you know when I looked up the name? I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna have this band name, but
Right.
let's look it up.
Right. Of course.
And the only thing I found was a small article out of the UK from the '60s, and they were calling girls with the thigh highs thigh scrapers.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
When I was
Hot. I gotta try those.
when I was
I need your help, girl.
when I was
You know where to find me.
when I was a kid back in the '70s, I was a little chubby, and in the summertime.
Please tell me this is going to a place where you wear thigh highs.
No,
Damn
but I
it.
would wear shorts, and then my thighs would rub together.
Oh, it's a chafing story.
and I would get chafed, and I would get the heat rash, and I would have to go home and put some talcum
Or
powder
you could
on
use
it.
deodorant. Just
Thigh
like
highs,
fun
by the way,
fact.
Sang back up for Lou Reed.
So
Ooh.
so
Cool.
to me, thigh scrapers were the shorts that I had to wear in the 70s.
Wow, buddy.
So I have negative connotations, but these guys have changed it around for me because now,
It wasn't you. It was the short.
right? So now thigh scrapers means solid rock and roll.
Something hotter.
Hey, what's the greatest? I know you guys tour a lot. What's the greatest thigh scrapers performance so far? Which one did you guys like the best?
Do you mean the ones that make us laugh, or the ones that we think are really cool?
I have the funnest time in New York City.
New
Okay.
York City, definitely.
Always a crowd.
Always a crowd.
New York is fun.
Because they get the rock and roll there. Is that what you're saying?
Because they're into us.
They're into the rock
They
and roll.
get it.
They get it.
What do you guys do until like after hours in New York?
Yeah. What's a good?
Where can we find you long after the show is over?
Do they still? Do
We
they,
usually go on about 2 in the morning.
that's the problem with New York.
because the bars serve until 4:30.
It's too
So we
much.
break into cars.
We're probably heading to hotels or cars.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Okay.
cool.
You know.
Yeah.
So no drug hotel parties?
No, just robbery. That's all.
Okay.
No, we're not rich enough to trash them yet. So.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That that like 4:00 in the morning stuff is crazy. We didn't. Obviously, we didn't do a show last week, and the reason that we didn't do a show is because Stacy, director Stacy, and I had tickets to go to a show, but then we realized found out that the band that we were going to go to see was playing at 11:30, and then we went, "That's too late to go out. Are you crazy?"
Oh my God. Don't
So-
tell us this.
So we didn't even bother. So
Wow.
it turns out this is the only thing that I want to do on Wednesday nights. So I guess we're not going to be taking any more nights off.
You found your niche, though.
Yeah, exactly.
proud
I
of
found
you.
out where it works for. 11:30 on a Wednesday does not work for me.
All right. Well, good for you for sticking to your guns, buddy.
Let's make all the shows from now on, 6, 7 p.m. That would work for you guys, wouldn't it? When is that too?
Yeah, well, actually, our next show is the Sunday matinee at Midway.
That's what we need is more matinees. By the way,
Yes.
can we get the Thigh Scrapers record? Can we get it at the record store? Damn it.
Right now, it's all online.
Yeah, it's online.
What's with this online thing?
Where is
We do
this
have
What
copies.
is-
If anyone wants one, we can send them one.
How do I get on it?
What is this online? There's too much with this
We're in the
online.
line. We're on it.
Did you
Jesus
hear me
Christ.
though? If they contact us,
Yeah,
I'll
we'll-
gladly
we'll
send
do
them
it.
a CD.
What's collectively? What would you say? And you're speaking for everybody, so think about this quick. Collectively, who would you say is everybody's favorite band in this band?
Rolling Stones.
Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
He did it, everybody!
Woo!
He got it right. He knows his band.
That's right, and it's a good answer.
He did a good job. Thigh Scrapers, everybody! All right, off you go, Thigh Scrapers. We're gonna hear some more from the Thigh Scrapers in just a little bit, and it's gonna be super exciting. We're gonna hear the third song on their big EP. But first, before we get there, you know how we do it on the show. We have some rock and roll, then we have some laughs, and now everybody, it's time for the laughs. All the way, get this, from Rhode Island.
What?
All the way from Rhode Island, everybody. It's funny man Adrian Morse.
Thank you guys for having me. Yeah, I'm coming up here from Rhode Island. I drove by one of those signs that says "Drive like your kids live here." Like I rolled my window down and screamed, "You cheating whore!" She got my kids, damn it, Then I remembered I don't have any kids, so all was right in the world. But kids are cool. Kids are fun. I was down at Kohl's taking a crap. And my phone was dead, so I was just looking at people's sneakers under the stall. And in the stall next to me, I see 2 pairs of sneakers. It was a dad, he had his kid with him. And his kid's just like, "Ew, Dad, you stink. This is gross. Can we get out of here?" He's like, yeah, I'm done. And then a hush goes around the room. And all of a sudden I hear the kid go, "Wow, Dad, that's a lot of poop." So I started cracking up. This guy started laughing, we shared that moment. And I'm not going to lie, kind of wanted to meet the guy. But he finished up before me, so it's walking around the store looking for his sneakers. I managed to find him too. I was just like, how do I talk to this guy? So I just like walked up behind him. I was like, hey man, hey, that's a lot of poop. That's when I realized he didn't have a kid. It was the wrong guy. I was just like, oh, I like your sneakers, and I ran. I'm pretty sure he talked about me at dinner to his wife. He had to have. Oh man, it's great. So I'm a single guy. Thank you. I've been doing the online dating thing. And, like, when you online date, you have to come up with this profile, like, sort of marketing yourself. And, like, I'm super lazy, so I just posted my resume. Only person to contact me was some guy named Steve down in HR. Just asked me how many words I could type per minute with my feet. It was weird. Just, this isn't FetLife, bro. And then he sent me a picture of his dick. And I don't know why guys do that. Like, has anybody ever gotten a dick pic and just been like, this guy seems pretty cool. I don't want to bring him around my parents. Like, it just doesn't work. Anyway, Steve and I have been hanging out. Gives me dating advice because, like, I need it. I mean, he got me with the dick pic. This guy knows something. Like, I'm just terrible with women. Women always say the same thing to me. They're always like, it's not you, it's me. But, like, when you hear it about 50 times, it's like, I'm starting to think it's me. You know, like, I even once had a hooker say it to me. Gave me my money back and went to college. Tough times. But yeah, I don't know. I remember I took this one girl on a date to a carnival to ride some rides. You know, to find out if she was a screamer. Well, like, it turns out I am. See, we get there, like, she wants to ride this really fast spinning ride. And I'm like, man, I was sort of thinking more along the lines of the teacups. But, like, she was cute. I was trying to impress her. So I was like, I'll go on this ride. And I remember walking up just terrified, like, scared. I'm talking, like, my knees were weak. My palms were sweaty. Mom spaghetti, you know. And then we get in there. They strap us to the seat. And, like, it slowly starts to spin. And I just start to scream at the top of my lungs. Just, like, everything that came to my head. Dude, I told her my credit score. I don't know what was going on. And, like, as I'm screaming, I'm just thinking everybody, like, not on the ride just hears, like, yeah, shit. I did. I shit my pants. Not my proudest moment. You know, it was the first date. Oh, man. And then finally the ride stops, and I just start laughing hysterically because, like, I'm so fucking happy to be alive. Oh, I turn over to my date. She's just looking at me horrified. She's like, wow, that's a lot of poop. That's my time. Thank you, guys.
Bring that mic over here, Adrian Morse, and we'll talk a little bit to this guy. You know, usually what I do, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. What I usually
Well loved.
what I usually do is I do a little social media intel, so I can get some, like, clues as to what we might talk about with Adrian Morse.
Oh, here we go.
But I got nothing.
He's off the
good.
grid.
He's a blank slate.
Are you real?
I'm the strong silent type.
So we can dig around in any direction, Elsa and Stacey, that you guys would like.
Well, if you're not getting any dates, it's because nobody can creep on you, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
how do you get shows? How do you get booked? How do you do anything?
Yeah,
I don't
I
understand.
Usually I beg. A lot of begging.
You're just you
lot
get
of
on your
begging.
knees a lot.
We don't know what kind of.
Times. I can stand. I'm short though.
We don't know what kind of hobbies this guy's got. Go ahead, throw some out there.
Let's see. I play way too many video games. That's
Okay.
Whoa,
that's a
I
real
didn't see that coming. Did
real big
anybody?
problem.
Let me ask you guys
Which
this.
ones, though? That's the more important question.
PC games, Overwatch, probably my biggest one.
Nice. I like him.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So far, that's pretty good. I wasn't sure whether the video games was a sexy response, but it turns out if it's the right video game.
I played video games, baby. Like, I don't know.
Are
that
you
was weird.
upfront about that in your profile?
Yeah,
No,
is that
God,
in,
no, they
is
don't
that in your
know.
is that in your
So
Tinder?
when's the right time to bring that up?
When they ask me what I'm doing
When
Thursday
you're
night.
sleeping with them? Okay, that's nice. That's
You did.
nice.
You mentioned FetLife. Do you actually have a FetLife account?
No, but I was dating this girl who had a FetLife account.
you
Wow.
did? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Cool.
And she brought me into it. I looked around it for a little bit. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And she wanted to, like, take pictures and stuff. And I was like, normally I would, but
Yeah.
I don't want to end up on, FetLife.
Oh,
So.
she wanted to take pictures with you?
Yeah, she
Oh,
wanted to,
yeah.
like, film it and
You
put it
weren't
on her
into that?
account. No, I was just, I don't know if I want it on FetLife. Because what if
Right.
I make it one day and then those
Yeah.
these pictures come out, and it's like, hey, I know what your dick looks like. That's
Would you do the naked bike ride?
maybe.
Okay.
Can I tell you something? Stacy did the naked bike ride, and then she had to pee, so she went to
Oh
Dunkin'
my God.
Donuts with the
I just
boobs
ran
out.
to Dunkin' Donuts with my boobs out.
Just butt ass naked,
'Cause
really?
I forgot
That's a
I
thing.
was naked. I had been on my bike for so many hours.
Were they like, you probably
and
got
I
served
looked out,
first,
'cause
right?
I realized my friends were outside putting their clothes on, but I was already way too far in the store. So
I like that. It seems like, being naked gets normalized pretty quickly.
yeah,
though.
it's
That's-
so quickly.
Well, after the
Yeah.
shock factor, I would imagine.
yeah, it was cool.
Was it freeing in some kind of way?
It was so freeing.
Yeah.
God, they haven't been out since.
Was that always
I
the
can
next one?
also help you with this.
I need your help.
Anything ever keep you up at night?
Besides
Beside the
video
bumps.
games.
Yeah.
Anxiety,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
riddled with it.
Do you get
Horrible.
the anxiety?
Yeah, it's brutal.
You ever meditate?
I try to meditate, yeah, but that always just ends in masturbation. It doesn't work.
How about
Doesn't.
drugs?
Yeah, you into
not a
drugs
big
at all?
fan. I try to smoke the weed. Depends on the strand now. It used to just be, it was all the same. Now it's like indica and sativa and stuff.
Too
Yeah.
much.
So if I have the sativa, it's just a full-blown panic attack for half an hour. Just everything wrong, heart racing. And I got to smoke the indica to counterbalance it. And it's very weird.
I tried so many times to smoke marijuana, but it always made me super paranoid. So clearly, it's not the drug for me. What I hear, I read a lot of books about rock and roll stars, and it turns out they all really like cocaine.
Yeah, that.
Cocaine seems like a good idea, right? I mean
Yeah,
that.
for anxiety, sure.
What can go wrong?
Yeah, there's
That'll
nothing
put you
better
to
for
sleep, I think.
anxiety than a racing heart.
Maybe not for
man.
this guy, but for me, it just seems it makes you really talkative, and social. I like all those things. I feel like you could stay up all night. I don't see any downsides.
What if that's your biggest anxiety?
I don't have any anxiety. I'm 50 years old. Whatever has happened
Then
has already
it's time
happened.
for you
It's
to
gone.
get into drugs now that you're sober.
That's
for
what
so
I'm
many
saying.
years.
Cocaine. I think that's the
All
way
right,
to
well,
go.
when you
Cocaine.
are in hospice, we'll get you a lot of that, buddy.
Muddle it in.
I'm not. I don't even. I've never even seen it in real life, but
Really?
it does sound
That's
like fun.
surprising. You spend so much time around musicians. And
I've
rock and
spent
rollers.
20 years.
Honestly, I think
I don't
interviewing-
believe you. I don't.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
rock
just
and
believe
roll,
you.
oblivious.
and I've
You've
lived
been
literally
around
never.
it.
Maybe I've been around it, but I'm not. This is
Aw.
Adrian Morse's time. It's not my
Right.
time.
My time.
Fair.
I got nothing to say, so keep talking. This is cool. I'm like the guy at a social party who just like seeks out a pet, just tries to make it
You
my
ever
friend.
sing
I'm that
loudly in
dude.
your car while you're
Oh, all the
driving around
time.
Rhode Island?
All the
Yeah,
time.
like
I'll
what-
walk around the street and sing loudly. I
What,
don't care. Like,
Really?
my anxiety doesn't hit that way. It's just in
Wow.
situations where like I can't leave the people there.
Yeah.
It's just like
What-
I can't run, so it's like shit. Now they know things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now.
What's your
It's
power ballad?
terrifying.
Yeah.
What?
What?
What's your song you really rock
Yeah, that you like to
to?
belt out. What is it?
Walking in Memphis. That's my go-to karaoke
Oh, that's a good
song.
one. That is a
Wow,
classy.
That is
That's
good. Are
my-
you good
that's
at
my
it?
jam. I think I'm decent. Some people have told me, yeah. I don't believe them, but
Do you go
you
like
know.
walking in
What?
the-
Just a little taste. Just a little taste.
oh god.
Here we go.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of a pouring rain.
That's so fucking good.
Like that? Like that?
Adrian Morse, everybody!
I just leave.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get out
that
now.
was it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
I mean,
Adrian in
what
a
if
few
it's
minutes.
Alley, though.
We're-
That was yes.
We'll see Adrian in a few minutes, and we'll find out.
Singing in the app.
We'll find out where we can see him next because we just got a little taste. We're gonna want more.
We got a lot out of him.
But right now, it's time to change gears a little bit. As you know, Elsa and Stacey, as you know, recently I moved to a city called Salem, Massachusetts, which is known for its witches. You know, it's got 350 witches, and we have the
Active serving
and,
witches?
and we have one of the top. I would say that from the top 5 at least witches of the whole city is right here tonight to spend some time with us. Here she comes, everybody. Paige the Pharaoh! Oh, here she comes. Could you tell? As she was walking here that she was a witch, Stace? Could you tell? Did she give off the aura?
I kind of could.
There's all different kinds of witches, and we're gonna find out exactly what kind she is. But first, you know, one thing that I thought really exciting to have a actual Salem witch on the show is I have been, you know, they know how everybody's scared of this, of whether this is going to work or not. But we've got our own 14-year-old intern Rui right here. Can we take a look? There he is. And what we're going to try to do, tonight, see if we can turn this kid into a toad.
Let's do
That's
it.
the classic. Paige, that's the classic,
Why
right?
does it have to be Rui, though?
That is like Witchcraft 101, is you turn him into a toad. And then, what's the hardest part, turning him in or turning him back? Which is
turning him back by far.
turning him back is a little tougher.
Yeah.
We'll take our chances. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
He's only an intern. We can always get another intern.
Sorry,
They're
Rui.
free. They're free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, you ready?
All right, let's see.
Wait, what does it take? How do you? Was it like a snap of the
It's
fingers?
just a snap of the
Just a
fingers.
snap of the
Ken.
fingers.
That's all it takes.
Okay, so
Ready?
wait, one more shot of Rui. There he is. And now, here we go. Paige, you ready? Let's see what. Oh my God!
Whoa!
Rui!
Rui.
No, I don't know if I like this.
Oh my! I think it worked.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think Rui, is that you, Rui?
I did always want to carry Rui around in my purse.
I think
He's
you've
talking.
gone too far this time.
Oh boy.
No,
At least he can still talk.
No, I'm going to say no to that.
Rui,
Well-
come on, give it a try, buddy.
What?
All right, Rui, just settle down and we'll see if we can
Settle
turn you
down,
back
you
later.
turned me into a frog.
I did turn you into a frog, but I mean,
Hang in there, bud.
what were you doing as a person anyway? Really? I mean, come
You
on.
didn't even know. That's why we took it away from you.
Rui was like the hardest worker on this show.
I know it's
Just so the viewers know.
Thank you for taking one for the team, Rui. We'll get back to you in just a little bit. All right, just relax, buddy.
We'll get you back. We'll get you back, buddy.
We'll maybe get you
Better.
back. All right, thank you, Frog Rui. Let's get back to Paige. Let's get back. Go back to do whatever you were doing, Frog Rui. Okay, here we go. All right, Paige. Let's talk seriously here.
Yeah.
That was best I've seen. Out of all the interns into
scared.
toads I've seen, that was by far the
It
best.
was very
Okay.
subtle too. I appreciate
It was-
that. I thought there'd be like a big puff
that-
of smoke
right,
or
yeah.
glitter or
There was
something.
no-
and it was so
that's
Jippity
smooth.
jippity
That was
do.
beginner stuff.
Ellen.
Okay.
You gotta mask the wiggles with all the showmanship, but once you've been doing it for a while, just a snap of the fingers will turn any old boy into a toad.
They won't let us use fog machines.
Can we hire you to turn other men into toads?
You can hire me to talk about men who may or may not be toads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know a few who could,
could use a little work.
it'd be
You'd
such
like
an
to send
improvement.
him to the swamp, Elsa?
What?
Let me ask you this: what kind of spells would you say work the best? Do love spells? Do those work out pretty good?
It really depends, Ken.
Yeah.
Depends on you. For me, the spells that work the best are the ones that you're working for yourself. That
Yeah.
are maybe my wheelhouse is abundance.
Okay.
Abundance spells.
Okay.
You want to get that job.
What?
Yeah.
You want to get that money.
Okay.
What a
That's
lucky
my
lady to have
wheelhouse.
this wheelhouse. What could you get me an abundance of something?
Well, what are you into? What are you looking for?
Well, no, I don't know. Maybe some carrot cake.
Oh, some carrot cake, baby girl.
Yeah,
We can make
weed.
that happen. A good green.
Sexy
Get yourself a nice green
tenderonis.
candle. Rub it all over yourself.
I have to rub a green candle all over
You
myself?
sure do, head to toe, baby.
Is that all?
There's a little bit more to it than that, but it's
All
a good
right, I'm
start.
in. I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What about, by the way, what about hexes? Can you do those
Hexes,
too?
you can.
Okay.
You got to be careful though. You got to know. What works for me is
Yeah.
because I don't want to get any bad juju on myself.
Yeah.
I don't want that stuff to come back at me. So you got to include a little clause there, a little specialty clause.
Oh.
Justified.
Okay.
If it's justified, then may it be so. If it's
So-
not justified, then no harm, no foul.
So there are ethical boundaries to witchcraft.
100%.
That's important.
100%.
Good.
Not to. I mean, I'm sure there are evil witches out there, but
course.
just Paige isn't one of them. Paige is an ethical.
She's an abundance witch.
She's a good witch, like the one in the Wizard of Oz.
Are there bad witches in Salem that you know? Do you have
Yeah, do you
rivalries?
know the- do you
I
know
don't
the bad
understand
witches?
Oh,
witch culture.
Do you
I
have
guess.
magic fights?
Not me personally. I
But you've-
stay
you've
as
seen
far
them.
away from the witch drama as
Oh, you
I
really are one of the
possibly
good ones.
can.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want that shit in your life. I don't. Hexes on me? No, thank you.
God, you're
no,
a wise
thank
witch.
you. Good God. I've seen what these witches can do. Stay on their good side, man.
And by the way, there are of course many misconceptions about witches. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But one thing that you do expect from witches is witchy hats. And I will say this: she does have some witchy hats. I've seen it. She's not wearing them tonight because she didn't want
to sort of reveal your witchery in the most obvious way with the hat.
Yeah, where is the witchy hat?
The witchy hat, well, I didn't want to overpower you, overwhelm you.
Right.
Wanted you to stay on the couch.
Yeah, and witches are like more than just stereotypes.
For sure.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, what else? What else? Do you know a lot about like astrology?
Yes.
You
Oh, I
do?
love astrology. That's my jam. That's
I'd
my
like
good,
to
good
get
jam.
Ken a little in on astrology because
Astrology
he's currently
is
not into
absolute
it.
nonsense, and I
So
think that
There's
we all
nothing
know
wrong
it.
with nonsense, Ken. A good, healthy dose of nonsense
What if-
once in a while.
what if she tells
that's
you a
honestly
little
like
bit
one of the
about-
best points I've ever heard about that.
That is a
That's
good,
good.
point. There really isn't anything wrong with nonsense.
What if she could really surprise you with a fun fact about yourself?
Because the facts that people give about astrology are the same facts for everybody, for everything. They go, you can be stubborn sometimes. And you're like, are you right? I can be stubborn sometimes. And you go, that's a Virgo right there.
Confirmation.
No, that's a Taurus.
It's called
You're a Taurus, aren't
confirmation
you, Ken?
bias.
I know it.
I am a Taurus, but that's not.
You are a Taurus.
But everybody know. Tell people what my
Paige doesn't know.
Paige knows.
She doesn't know.
She lives in Salem. Everybody knows what's going on in Salem.
Small town. True.
It's a small town.
True.
Maybe that's the secret.
Hey, you're also a shaman. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, so the difference, as I understand it, between a shaman and a witch is a witch is kind of born. You're just sort of a naturally magical person.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So what you're saying
Is
is
there magic in this room?
Oh, right now? I can
Who's
feel
it-
it. Can't
who
you
else
feel
is
it?
But is it because of you, or was it already here though?
Oh, it's here.
so
Can
you
you
were
not feel the magic in this room?
so
I can. I really.
so
I can.
so some of us were born. I'm trying to make I'm trying to do a serious interview here.
Okay,
For
sorry.
real, for real.
So,
There's a lot to unpack with this witch.
so some of us were born witches, is what you're saying. Are you one of those people?
I've been told yes. It seems to be so. Now, a shaman, on the other hand, as I understand it, is made. You become a
Okay,
shaman
all right,
through
all right.
initiation,
All right.
either voluntarily or involuntarily, as the case may be.
Is
Sometimes-
the initiation like when they hang you with the hooks? Is that
Sometimes it feels that way.
okay?
An initiation for a shaman is kind of like dying. It's very much a sort of a death that you experience. It's very intense, very upsetting.
Okay.
Would you say it's like a trade off almost, like a pact of sorts?
In a way, yeah, because you'll never be the same. You get kind of taken apart and then put back together.
God.
And then when you're put back together, you can kind of help people in a new way that maybe you couldn't do that before.
Wow.
You've really been for a lot and kept it together in spite of it all.
What
How
else
did-
can you
So
do?
like,
you
would it be
know?
rude to ask a shaman how they became a shaman because it would have been like a traumatic thing?
It's a pretty
Did I
personal
ask you
story,
a-
but I'm happy to
okay.
tell.
Can
what
you
wanna
throw
know.
it out there for us?
Yeah, so it happened to me when I was living in San Francisco.
Okay.
I was working as a nanny with this great family. This 4-year-old boy asks me. He looks up at me from his snack and he says, "Paigey, when does God die?" And I felt like I'd been training my whole life to
Yeah.
answer this question.
Yeah.
So I talked to him. I very logically explained to him the cyclical nature of the universe. You know, everything is just God in disguise, playing hide and seek with itself. All the people and the animals and the plants. It's all just God playing hide and seek. Someday God's going to win the game and it's all going to go back to being just God. That's the Alan Watts answer. And after that, things sort of started to spiral and kind of increase in intensity. And I called my parents and was like, "Mom, Dad, I think I might want to be a shaman." And they were like, "That's so funny. You were baptized by a shaman when you were a baby." And then a year or two after that, things got really intense.
Wow.
I went to this show. It was a great show.
Okay.
And I was with a friend, Israeli friend, smoked a lot of Turkish tobacco,
Yeah.
went home and I got really sick. I mean, really sick, like weird sick. And I got sick every night for 3 nights, just sick, like to death's door,
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
And I would wake up in the morning totally fine. And then every night again, sick again. And there are a couple sort of check marks you got to hit to be like, is this a shamanic initiation or some other kind of initiation experience? And I consulted with other shamanic practitioners after the fact to be like, yes, this was a shamanic initiation. There were the presences of certain sort of helping spirits helping you through the experience.
Was that the Turkish tobacco?
That was one of them, yeah. That was one of them. Cannabis was another friend. And then some actual sort of helping spirits who those were their sort of tools and allies that they were using.
All this weed is my friend.
Weed's your friend. Not for everybody. It's not everybody's friend.
Though, right?
You know what's interesting? Generally speaking, Paige works at the Carlton Black, right? And usually it costs $40 to talk to her. Now I can see why. I kind of feel like I should pay her for.
She has a lot to give.
She does have a lot to give. By the way, here's another fun fact. She happens to be Sam of Black Little Lagoon's bestest friend in the whole world. Look there.
20 years we've been friends.
Can we
You
get a
know
shot
that?
over there of happy Sam with her? Oh. Do you guys remember when you met? What was it like?
Oh, it was amazing. We were in gym class.
Okay.
We were 11 years old.
Yeah.
We both liked to, people used to shout out the windows of cars at us.
Yeah.
Freaks out the
Yeah.
windows of cars. We just, it was the kind of thing where you see someone from across the room and you're like, you're a frickin' freak like me too, aren't you? You little weirdo. You're out there making animal sounds too, aren't you? You're howling at the moon too, baby. And once you howl at the moon together, that's that. It's all over.
Yeah.
for
I
ya.
wish I was a Howl at the Mooner. It took
It's
me a while.
never too late.
I kind of am
Right.
now.
It's
but
never
in
too
high
late. Full moon
school-
tonight, Stacy. It's a
Oh
full
yeah, that
moon
was good. Did
tonight.
anyone see the moon before coming here? So
I never look up.
Insane.
Never
no,
look up.
Ken really has no idea when they're.
I never look up.
I send him pictures sometime, and I'm like, "Don't you love this, buddy?" And he's like, "Didn't even notice it."
Didn't notice.
Wow.
Well, first time I met Paige, she was on acid too.
Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, am I not supposed to say that? I take it back then. I take it back then. She's never done acid, as far as I know.
Who are you people? What is this place?
Exactly.
Who
I
am
have no idea.
But I'm sure
No
that's
clue.
I'm sure that's what a shaman would do, right?
You got to expand
gotta
your
expand and
conscious
explore.
horizons,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm paying $40, you better be on acid.
I better be tripping balls out here if you're paying $40. Shit.
How does magic reconcile itself with science, by the way?
Oh, they are not mutually exclusive, for sure. They're just two different ways of looking at sort of the same thing. Science acknowledges that there's an unseen world that we are trying our best to understand using certain parameters of understanding and limitation. And you can see the world through one sort of lens, and you can sort of slip your way to the other side and see it through a different lens. Many of the most scientific people in history were quite spiritual people. And you can definitely be both. You can look at it through both lenses. You can look at it through just the one lens if you prefer. It's all good. But there's lots of ways with engaging with those unseen worlds. The magic side is kind of a more less observational perhaps, and more let me get my hands all up in that unseen world. Let me get messy with it.
Paige has a good answer for
I was
everything.
gonna say I love that. I feel like I'm becoming significantly less skeptical, and I don't know.
So you can be a scientist and a witch.
You sure can.
You
you
should
sure
be.
can. You exactly. You should be. Why limit yourself?
You'd be doing us a favor.
Yeah, we
yeah.
should all be scientists and witches, as close as
I
we
wish I
can
could
be.
be either, honestly.
It's
They
never too
both
late,
sound like
Stacey.
they require a lot of studying, so I
That
will
is
pass.
And Turkish tobacco.
And Turkish tobacco. Never let us
Is
forget.
there a witch Bible?
Yeah, is there a witch Bible?
Ooh, that's
What's
a loaded
the primer?
question.
What's the primer?
Yeah.
There's no one right answer to that.
Well-
There are so many.
Okay,
yours?
hold on. Wait,
Yeah,
hold on. We'll get to a little bit more rock and roll, and then when we're done, she's going to give us the answer.
Okay.
Thigh scrapers, are you ready? A little more rock and roll from the thigh scrapers.
When I was young, I used to smoke a lot of pot. Now it cool, always stay in one lane. Don't stop now, I need it again and up. Shatter! Shatter! Don't ever hesitate, shatter. It's what I need right now. Laughter. Laughter. I hope you like it, shatter. Find it somehow. Driving through the rain. Something strong to help kill the pain. Keep it cool, always stay in one lane. Don't stop now, I need it again and again. Don't stop now, I need it again and again. Don't stop now, I need it again and again and again and again and again. Don't stop now, I need it again and again and again and again and again. Don't stop!
Shatter, everybody!
Thank you.
Hey,
Stop there.
But you said don't stop, so we didn't.
wait, was that was not the end of the song?
Now it is.
It seemed a little abrupt, but that's rock and roll. Hey, before we continue, by the way, thank you for not clobbering Rui the frog
Oh, I would never.
while you were there, and I wonder
He's a special soul.
maybe we should try now to turn him back. Wait, Paige, what do you think? Do you think we're ready to turn him back?
You know, I think it's worth a shot.
Okay.
I do miss him.
Do you miss him? All right. Paige, let's see if we can. There he is. There's Rui the frog. Let's see if we can turn him back into Rui the intern.
All
Here
right.
we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Feeling limber? Ready to go?
I'm working it out. All right,
Okay,
let's
here we
see.
go. Here we go.
Ready?
Ready. Let's see what we got. Oh! He's back! Rui,
Oh, thank God.
come on over here, buddy.
I'm
Here
trying to see that sweet face grow up to be
he's
the
back.
birthday.
Right here. Right here.
Rui, thank goodness you're back. Tell us, what was it like being a frog?
It was horrible. It was really dry, actually.
It was really? You
Yeah,
think you
well-
We didn't put him in water.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
didn't.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, toads are supposed to be in water, I think.
I
don't know.
figured I'd just
Preparation.
spit on you after a few days.
Okay.
We're glad you're back, Rui. You can go back to work now.
Okay.
There he goes.
Yeah,
What was-
well, it's good to see
Let's
you.
let's answer your question. What if we want to explore the path that you're on? What's the primer? Where should we start?
I have one book.
Okay, here we go.
I have one book.
One
This
book.
is my desert island book,
Okay. here we
as
go.
well as my magical Bible.
Okay.
It's called Women Who Run with the Wolves.
Wow.
And it is for
What a title.
everybody. It is not just for women.
What a
It is
title.
for everyone. It is by the Jungian psychoanalyst Dr. Clarissa Pinkola Estes. She is the teacher of my magical teacher, a woman named Brianna Saucy. And so Brianna goes, she studies with Dr. Clarissa. Dr. Clarissa explains it all. Brianna comes back to me.
Wow, that's a good hookup.
Women Who Run with the Wolves. It's the situation.
There you know. There you go, everybody. All right, it's almost the end of the show. It's time to do the plugs. So if the Thigh Scrapers would come back, if Adrian Morse would come back, we'll find out where we can find everybody next, because everybody's here for a reason. They want you to go to their shows and buy their products. While they come back to everybody, while they come back here, let me tell you that next week on this show, we are going to have some rock and roll from Graneros. What does Graneros mean? Anybody? Does it seem Spanish to me? No?
I'm going to be in Spain, so I'll call in and let you
Okay.
know.
Laughs from our old pal, Yel Gavish.
Right.
Oh, yay.
You remember her? We were at her wedding.
I'm going to miss her.
And Jessica Lee Scary is going to be playing with the Black Little Lagoon.
What?
And also sexy fashion show from Hubba Hubba, which I think Sam and Justin are going to be involved, and Johnny
and me.
and Elsa are all going to be involved. It's going to be incredible.
Wow.
So that's next week. But this week, let's find out where we can find everybody next. First, the incredible, the funny Adrian Morse.
I've come down to Norton, Massachusetts at the Comedy Caboose Tavern on the Hill. We're really trying to get this room up and running, so that's where I'll be Friday night, 8 o'clock show. See you there.
There you go, everybody. Norton, Massachusetts. I can't wait to go to Norton, Massachusetts.
I'm gonna be there.
I don't know where it is, but it sounds very exciting.
South Shore, baby.
Ooh, South Shore.
South Shore.
South Shore. You like South Shore or North Shore?
I'm a North Shore.
Oh.
Born and raised.
Hey, let's find out about where we can see the thigh scrapers next.
This Sunday,
Yeah.
matinee show at Midway. It starts at 3. We're the first band, so get there early. And then there's the Stigmatics, 145, and Classic Ruins.
Incredible. What a lineup, everybody. That's the big matinee. When did you say it's Sunday?
This Sunday.
This Sunday. Let's find it.
Sunday!
And then it's off to New York.
Nice.
The Big Apple. Hey, what about you, Elsa Riot?
Smoke and Shadows is the Boston area's dopest and best recurring burlesque and variety show. And the next one is on Saturday, April 6th at the Rockwell at 9:30 p.m. We have our fabulous friend Pearl Buttons performing, as well as we have burlesque performers from LA and New York, so all of the major cities. We have music and comedy and shenanigans, and it's going to be great. And you can find tickets at elsariot.com.
ElsaRiot.com, everybody. Smoking Shadows. Hey, to my left, Paige Z. What do you got coming up?
This Saturday, I'm actually doing an event in Alston at the Vivant Vintage Shop. From 11 to 7, you can get a half-off reading for $20.
Wow.
And you can also find me on Mondays at the Cauldron Black in Salem.
That's fantastic. If I'm going for a reading, what do I come with a question? Or would I come with a...
You can absolutely come with a specific question, but if you want just sort of a general, what's going on in my life? What do I need to know? How am I totally falling apart? What do I do about it? That's cool too.
Could you give me the exact date of my death?
No.
Damn it.
But I can tell you about it. If you give me your birth chart, I can tell you what to look out for. Heart attack, motorcycle accident, that kind of situation.
Is it because it is unwritten, or is it just unethical to tell me?
Both.
Okay. But you're saying there's a possibility that you know, you just won't tell me. I hope it's not tonight. That would be.
Killed by thigh scrapers in the.
Oh my God! Wow. Hey, let's go find out what's going on over here.
Sounds cheaper than
this
therapy.
This is exciting. You know, it's usually Chris Knievel who does the gala thing, but tonight it's Justin. Let's see.
Oh, I hope there's yelling.
Let's see how Justin does it.
No yelling.
Here we go. Here we go, buddy.
My own man. The Gala US. Check out our new album over at Denby Records. We'll be playing this Saturday at Ralph's Diner in Worcester.
Yes.
It'll be us, Sapling, friend of the show.
Sure.
Kate Gulliver. And yeah, so we'll be there. And check out our new album, Bad News.
Nice.
There's the yelling I was hoping for.
You got any? Sam?
No, I got nothing.
Does this guy?
Yeah, first of all, let's hear it again for our last minute substitute on guitar tonight. My man Paul Yu coming down. And Ken, everybody here, you all heard of the band Smitty and the Fez
Sure,
Tones.
yeah, they were right here.
They came on the show. We had a great time. Well, as a result of that, I'm their new drummer, man. I'm drumming in that fucking band. Dude. We got a big gig in May. I'll tell you more about as it gets closer. So
cool.
What a show. Hey, it's the part of the show where we dance. And that tip means everybody. Adrian, you're going to hate this part. It's the part of the show where we dance. And there they are, everybody. It's the Black Leather Lagoon.